Make you sit through it all over again. I do. Here we go. Okay, so we're back into Vim. We're back into Vim, and we're gonna have a replay. I was kind of all over the place anyway, so I had the music on, so I don't have to restart. So it's day 35. Well, it shouldn't be there anymore. Thank God. If the music's on, please let me know. All right, so I'm gonna try to make this faster. Maybe we'll get more. Maybe we'll get more through this faster than we did before. All right, so Vimscript. Why are we talking about Vimscript? We only have a few settings in our Docker, right? Where is my Docker? You know what? I always do that. I don't know what happens to that. All right, so we only have a few settings in here, right? So why are we diving into Vimscript already? Same reason that we learned shell kind of early. We're about to hit a few things that require Vimscript understanding. And since Vimscript is really not much harder to understand than shell, at least the minimally, we can do that. Now, I want to be really clear with the expectation here. I'm not suggesting you become a Vimscript expert. You can if you want. It's really fun and everything. But mostly you need to learn Vimscript because you need to understand what's in your vimrc. You need to put some conditions in there to say, hey, if this is a down level version, then don't do this. And you need to be able to modify existing plugins. That's actually something I've done. These are the reasons you might want to learn Vimscript and get into it. Vimscript is loved and hated by people. It has been forever. One of the reasons you should use Vimscript as opposed to everything else. We're going to talk about plugins on their own day. I need to make a new Pomo, by the way. Pomo start. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to talk about plugins on their own day, and we can fight about Lua and Python and Node and all that stuff on that day. Please, let's not talk about that today. So we're talking about Vimscript because it's been around forever. It's already in there. It allows you to do things you could never do with VI before. And for all those reasons, you might want to be careful how you use it because you might not be able to use your vimrc file on another system, at least without it throwing errors and stuff. So we talked about this yesterday, but if you really are interested in having a truly NVI compatible thing, we've decided yesterday at the suggestion of somebody from the stream to make xrc.xrc a separate file and have that just for NVI. And then we always know in our config when we use NVI, these things always work on NVI. And if we ever are forced to use NVI for any reason, BSD, AIX, Slurs or something, BusyBox, then we can pull that out and install it and use it. But right now we're using vimrc. We've been using it all day. Yesterday we started putting variables in there. I mean, not variables, settings. And so that's actually the first thing let's talk about besides that. We talked about that. It is not possible to use Lua and Vimscript. No, you would never, ever would do that. Let's just talk. We're talking about Vimscript, which is the standard way to extend Vim and has been for over 2 decades. So let's go back. And why do you need to learn it? Well, you need to learn it because one of the first things you're going to hit is going to be, I already passed it. Let me get out here. So here's all our things here. And this is why I put it on today. Because like, ooh, okay, well, what's this about, right? So we see the first time, we've already seen a little bit of Vimscript up above here. Let skip defaults vim equal 1. So this is a variable assignment, okay? And this is an option. And they're different. The options have been around forever, right? And the options are predetermined. And they are, you can't add new options, right? And they're both in the same file, which is one of the reasons that Vimscript looks so weird, if you ask me. But variables you have control over. And if you do it like this, I think it just relates to the scope of this particular file. I don't know variables very well. I just know that they sometimes have a prefix. I believe this is the scope. You'll see G: a lot of times. I think that means global. I think that means that that lives in multiple files. I don't know that for sure. Don't quote me on that. But here's a case where we would use a preset variable to say, hey, am I Vim 8.0 or above? Then I can set these settings that only 8.0 supports. I actually added these because when I put my vimrc on a computer at my new job, I started 3.5 months ago or so, I had a spew of like hate from Vim. It was like, you cannot do that. You cannot make these fancy list characters and everything. We're going to come back to all those settings, by the way, but I just wanted to help you understand a little bit of the syntax of Vimscript before we get into hitting these things. So that's what's up with that. If you want to know more about the Vimscript other than the stuff we covered today, I'm going to jump ahead. Learn Vimscript the hard way, mastering Vim from O'Reilly. Not Pack Publishing is trying to trick you into buying their book. Do not buy anything from Pack Publishing. I cannot tell you how many times I've just trust me on this. I'll make a whole video about how bad Pack Publishing is someday. I think I already have. Anyway, so there's the if statement. We have an if condition. Know the difference between let and set. And let's go down and see if we can find some more if conditions in here that you might use. So here's another one that says, hey, if I have that, or some more if statements. Here we go. So you can actually use, we talked about variables briefly with let, right? You can also use variables from the environment. So this is an environment variable, all caps platform. This was actually set by shell. And you'll probably remember some days back when we did that. We did a thing to determine what kind of thing it was. And so I have some quirks in here for any time this thing is on Mac. And that's actually one of the reasons that I suggest you put that platform thing in your bash RC. I'm going to go run ahead and do that just to remind you. So I don't think this is even in my container one. I might have taken it out because I really don't use a Mac ever now. Maybe I need to add it back. Yeah, I probably should. Yeah, I took it out. I completely deleted it. I used to have this really cool. No, it's gone. It's gone. It's left my world. So I can delete that. Yeah, but if you can actually detect each of the operating systems, if you on a multi-operating system, and you can actually set environment variables, and then you can switch on them like I did here. But I don't have that anymore, so this whole section is completely irrelevant now. That's interesting. Because it's not set it. You have to set it, right? See, it says here from the bash RC environment. It makes me think I might need to add it back, actually. That's why I'm stopping. All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So I just have the two if statements right here. I don't think I have many. Oh, there's one. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. So this one says, this is probably the most valuable use of if in my entire vimrc. And this says, and there's no variable here, this calls a function. We're talking about functions next. This calls a function. These are built-in functions that checks to see if this file exists. And if the file is readable and it exists, then this code runs. Now, if you have this section of code in your vimrc, this will actually only load your plugins if it detects you have plugins on your system. If you don't have that, then anytime you don't have plugins on your system, which is going to be every time you ever copy your vimrc up to work or whatever, then you're going to get all kinds of spew. Now, there is something else that's actually pretty cool here that I'm pretty sure I took it out. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did take it out. I don't even know if I want to show it to you. You can actually, if you do this, you can actually have it install. Yeah, you can have it automatically. That's why I took it out, because it was too dangerous. It's too dangerous. I can't have it back. I'll go find it. It's in my history. But if you can actually make it so that it will install the plugin dynamically when you run VI the first time. And I took it out because I was looking back at it before I talked to you guys, and I was like, that is way too much magic. It goes fundamentally against the man-in-the-middle attack and kind of things like that. It's something a Node person would do. Like Node download, run something, npx, whatever, without even knowing what's in the code. With, screw man-in-the-middle attack. So I removed it, but I have seen a really clever little addition here so that when your vimrc runs the first time, it will go check. And if it doesn't have the plugin installed, it'll actually download it, right? So if this the first time I run this, it'll say, hey, I'm sorry, you're dead. You can't do anything. These plugins would all fail because there is no such thing as plugs. So this is going to throw a bunch of errors. So you'd have to know how to install plugin. We'll talk about all that on the plugin day. I was mostly just because we were going to show you the if statement. And then this thing here says, here's an else. I want to show you an else. So this is an else. It's like if you don't have, you know, if it doesn't detect the plugins on there, then let's kind of punt. And I'm going to use this extra line of, it's an auto command for go FMT rather than using the go plugin. So if I can't get the go plugin, let's just go ahead and at least use go FMT to make our stuff look good and when we leave, when we exit. So you can do that. You can like have some of your stuff work if you have plugins and some of stuff if you don't. The key here is, and I have to keep reiterating that, the key here is that you're not making your vimrc dependent on the highest level of functionality. Once again, progressive enhancement. Where this vimrc would work with vanilla Vim right now. So if I get on a Raspberry Pi that's got vimtiny by default, it will work. It will work. And it won't give me any errors or anything. This is as far as I know. I haven't checked in a while. And so the idea is you make it work like that, and then you layer in the extra stuff. Now, some of the stuff you're not going to know about until you try it. Like I told you when I went to work, and all of a sudden all my stuff I thought was compatible stopped working. So I added all those if statements in there. So if you do that, you'll be fine. And that's the fundamental argument against other things that you might add. So you won't use other people's plugins on a remote system. I'm not against using remote plugins on another person's system. I'm just going to download them myself. This requires me to do plugin install, and I am so mixed on this particular point. This one takes a long time, by the way, because it installs all the binaries for Go. Let's conquesting. Can we come back to that on our plugin day? I really want to talk about plugins right now, but I really think we shouldn't. We should stay with the high level Vimscript overview, and then we'll spend a full day on plugins. Okay, safety concerns and all that stuff. So stay tuned. Come on back. I'm not trying to put you off. Here's another variable assignment I wanted to show you. Okay, so here we have some interesting things in the variables. I've never really spent the time to understand what's up with all the hashtags and stuff in the variables. It's the weirdest looking variables I've ever seen. This is commented out, by the way. By the way, if you're a Go programmer, you want to have all of these because they're not on by default. So you don't get half the syntax highlighting is not enabled by default. So that's something we'll talk about in a Go thing. Here, see, we have a setting in here mixed in with the rest of our stuff. We're not going to do auto commands today at all. Maybe at the end we'll talk about auto commands. We need to have a full day on events and auto commands, and then we need to have a full day on bindings and syntax. So because those are things you do really want to understand. So let me finish up with the conditions here. See if there's any other ifs. Nope. We're going to do functions too today, so don't worry. Let's see. Nope. Okay, here we go. If not exists, so they have not. This is an if statement inside of a function. We're going to talk about functions too pretty soon. And oh, that's cool. That's an inline function inside of an auto command. That's cool. So you can tell why people don't like Vimscript. It's like they the same reason they don't like Perl, right? It's too hard to read. But anyway, so there's conditions and variables. We got that. What's next? Conditions, variables, and I think we need to talk about functions now. So, and again, those are the fundamental pieces of shell as well, right? That's pretty much what we talked about before: setting variables, logic, if else, that kind of thing. There's as far as I know, there's no thing like case or anything like that. So it's just basic logic. If this, then that, else this, right? And I don't believe there's any kind of elif kind of thing going on. I don't know. Is there? Let's go ask. Does Vimscript have elseif? Oh, we're going to find out. Evaluates the elseif, so apparently Vimscript is case sensitive. I guess it is. That was a pretty fast answer, huh? All right, so let's keep going. Let's do functions, okay? So let me make sure I get them in my notes. Yeah, let's see. Use set for options. use let for variables. Use if for if, and then apparently we just learned elseif and endif for conditions, and then there's like, they're different conditional operators. And I don't know if we're going to cover regular expression matches or not. Vimscript, when I was in the pandoc, you know what? We'll do that on syntax day. When we cover syntax, highlighting, I will take you through the guts of the pandoc plugin that I modified, and you can see how hairy the extended regular expressions are. The Vimscript extended regular expressions, and they're crazy. They have negative look ahead expressions, which is something others don't, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so, and use functions. Use fun or function. You can use fun. I love that you can like shorten everything. It's got a shortened version. Everything. It's like, it's just funny to me. Why would you need it? I guess it's not fun. Yeah, you can use function, right? But I think you can also use help function. Let's go look. Yep. Oh my gosh, you could just use fu. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use fu in my entire Vimscript, just to be a wild child. I thought it was fun. I have fun in there somewhere. Did they get rid of fun? I don't know. We're gonna go see. Use fun function for functions. You'll never hurry. Now, that's what Rust should have done. Rust went all the way down to func too, right? Instead of going down to func, I dare somebody to go all the way down to fu. Well, you want compile speed. There you go. Make all your functions fu. I bet you nim does that. I can't stop laughing about that. I will never be able to unsee that from now on. Function. So dudes, dudettes, and everybody in between. Okay, stop me if I'm wrong. I swear I have a fun in here somewhere. Endfunc. See? It must be back. I wonder if it's ancient. I wonder if that's the ancient way of doing it. Yeah, see, look. Look, it's red. Are you telling me this is why my Perl tidy didn't work this whole entire time? Because I could never get this to work. Oh my. Are you guys just tired of seeing me fail constantly? Like, make realizations about all the times I failed in the past? I hope it makes you feel better so the world can be raised. It says it's okay. But is it though? That's the real. I should just done fu Perl tidy. I'm telling you, can you not use, look guys, tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. We're gonna do this. Yeah. I have to, we're on functions right now, so we're totally within our rights to look this up. Help fun. I have to say, fu Perl tidy. Easy to learn from mistakes. You like that? Good. So look, funkref, funk so brother, all that. Check it out now. Look, func. So wait. So now we have actually now counted. Is it just as long as you have at least the minimum? After that, it doesn't matter. It's anything goes. I bet you that's what it is. I bet you that's what I got to find this out. Vimscript, fu, fun, func, or function. Ripsis Quirk says functions. Like most has functions. Hey, it's all online for free. Let's go look at this function. Meow. Vimscript functions must start with a capital letter if they are unscoped. Oh, right. I forgot about that. We're not gonna do that right now. Yeah. If they're unscoped, you have to do that. That's one of the things I hate about Vim is you have to type a capital letter if you're gonna do any of the colon stuff. So people usually make a binding for that, but we'll talk about that later. So your functions usually have to start with a capital letter unless you're calling them through other things. Yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying. You can call it from the command line, and you can bind that to a hotkey or something, or to an event, and that's really very JavaScripty in that sense. If you know about that, it doesn't say calling functions, naming them. I am gonna say, look at there. He wrote it all out like a good person. Treating after the case said the functions. Okay, I'm not seeing the option. Do you? I don't see anything about it. Damn. This is like, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by the trivia of Vimscript because this is like really, on the far edges of the outskirts here. Have some fun in Vim. Lol. I'm going to active user plugin pull up Vim using substitute as a variable. No. Oh. How do you go about completing and following functions? Vim. See, look. Fun! Exclamation point. I am puzzled by this. And it's apparently not in func. Oh, wait. Let's go look at this. Dictionary functions. Nope, that's not it. What does Google have to say? Google didn't have anything better to say? Write your own Vim functions. I don't know. Let's try it, shall we? A function must start with an uppercase letter. Okay, we know that. How to reference function parameters? No. How to implement a variable? No. How to call a periodic function? No. Vim library. Where is it? Can I use? Plus no. Function call self? Yes. Can I function call another function? Yes. Must I compile? No. Must I do that? No. It doesn't tell you what the keyword is. Oh wait, there it is. Here goes. How to reference function parameters. FU! Exclamation point. That is going to be all over my vimrc from now on. After today, FU! Exclamation point. FUBU. Okay, we got string setting going on. Can I change parameters? How to implement parameters? FU! Hexadecimal. I mean, I think this is enough. Look at there's a function with an actual exclamation point in it. Let's see. System 7 is possible thanks to help function. How to call variadic? Oh, well, what is the variadic? 7 has only had variadic. That's cool. Did not know that. I mean, there's part of me that does really want to dive into Vimscript because, but I told you before, I believe in lightweight editors. So doing too much Vimscript is kind of against that. I would rather put all that effort into shell and then make filters and stuff for shell and then just integrate those in because they work everywhere. I can actually chain a bunch of filters together on the command line where if I made them in Vimscript stuff, I could only do it from Vim instead of having another script that combines all those other filters from the other scripts. See my point? That's the Unix philosophy. And so I tend to not get into this. This is why I don't know Vimscript very well. I am not seeing... okay, so that is it. Function, parameter, list functions, function name. It must... The only thing I can figure is that if you have the minimum here, you can have anything beyond that. How can we test that? I know, let's test that. Let's test it. Yeah. Let's test it. We're going to write a function. Yes, we are. Huzzah. We're going to write some code. Right, we're going to write us a function. I don't remember how. FU! Exclamation point. That means blow it out. If it's got one already there, blow it away. I think that's what that means. Let's say greet. Greet. And then we have endf. And then we can just echo. How's it going, SANFTW? Yeah. It's good to see you. All right, so echo. There's an echo, believe it or not. And I'm going to try. I'm just shooting from the hip here. Set list. Oh wait, we did all this soft tab crap. Remember this? And look at it. It did. Do I have expand tab? Yes. Tab substitute. Wait, why is it so messed up? I can't remember. We have to fix that. Okay, so anyway, let's do this. Echo hello world. And so yeah, and then you can like, we'll go edit this. Now it'll give you an error if it doesn't work, right? But if it does work, then you should be able to go colon greet. Damn. Not an editor command. All right, well, let's go see. Let's go make one. Nope, that's not it. I don't know. I have to remind myself how to do it. Is it echo or is it message? Can be shortened to foo and fun. You found it. You demand, Quartermer. So it can be function. Function can be sorted to fu and fun. So you can either be fu or fun. Well, what are the other options? This is the kind of stuff that, you know, I would pay somebody to teach me. fu. I mean, if you want to get crazy, we could kind of do this. We could do n function. How about that? How about that? Well, let's make one though. I want to make one. Let's make a function. Yeah, and then it's actually pretty easy. You make a function, right? And then you map it to command line if you want. But you probably want a macro instead. Man, I haven't still figured out how to save macros. I use macros, just barely started like 2 months ago. I'm not a wizard. I'm just getting by. Let's do this. Okay, so I am going to practice my function. Help function. Help fu. It's the name of the pattern match. Function dictionary. Give me an example of the function. I should probably go look in the other thing. You don't want to watch this. Is it echo or is it message? Oh, look at there. Function name arguments. There we go. Define a new function by name. Oh, you can use a closure. And it says that all commands can be shortened. All commands can be shortened. There is no logic behind which one. You have to learn them. In the help files, the shortest form that works is mentioned, for example, substitute. Oh, it's the shortest form. I see. So what that means is, that's why, because we saw some funk in there. Yeah. We saw some people with funked. So this means that's the maximum you need to say, okay, you are a thing. Wow, that's got to be inefficient. Okay, the name must be in alphanumeric characters and underscore and must start with a letter and must start with a capital or S. Note that using B or G is not allowed. Bad, because those are globally defined that are reserved, right? Let's see. So colon has a more has a colon foo bar. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can give it like a sort of a namespace, and that's what people do when they make plugins. I've seen people do that before. So name also has a dictionary entry. Function dictionary entry. Okay. When a function is there, by name it says blow it away. Yeah. So if you have an exclamation point that says use mine from now on, which I didn't like that about CSS either. It's like, it just makes bad programming, but whatever. Use it wisely. Use the magic wand wisely. Arguments. I think I think my command is wrong. I don't think it's echo. I think it's message. I can't remember. There it is. It's echo. Oh, we have to echo the message. Interesting. So foo. So let F echo foo. Echo foo. So foo. Wow, it's a function inside of a closure. You can even have closures? What? You can do closures, people. That's cool. You know what a closure is? A closure is a pretty advanced concept for a beginner. It's when you put a function inside another function, and then all those variables in here that match the scope of the containing stuff get burned into it. So it's a way of making like global safely scoped variables. It's kind of cool. I love me a closure. I use them a lot. I use those in command box a lot. Function search undo, endif function. Endf is the smallest you can do there. I see. So it is endf. All right, so let's do function and endf. Has anybody else successfully made a function print hello world to the screen yet? Has anyone already? You've already beat me to it. Yeah, function. So these are kind of just the basic things. Argument can be. I'm pretty sure it's echo. I'm pretty sure it's echo. So let me do this. Echo. Hello. Yeah, there it did it. So I was doing it right. I just don't know what I did wrong. Let's go see. Endfu. Endif. Greet. I think I'm missing something up here. I do. I think I'm missing something up there, but it didn't give me an error. You know what we can do? Watch this. You can actually put echo in here. Hello, Dave. And then, but that's going to mess up my messages. Watch. See, that makes you press enter before you keep going. So are you ready? Are you really ready? Okay. So colon greet enter. Not an editor command. Oh, wait. I think we have to do that. I think we have to say call. I think. Yeah, I think we do. I think we have to do call. I don't remember though. Anyway. Let me go look at my other functions and see so I don't have to twirl my wheels anymore. Perl tidy. Should we go look at perl tidy? Let the position, get the cursor position, silently execute perl tidy. And this, and then call set position. This is actually really cool. So call lets you call functions and hand off control. Where is my other fun? Do I have another fun? S detect go. All right. Set ft equals go. Package main. Yeah, that actually worked kind of good. There we go. If it exists, return. Otherwise, echo. Why isn't my echo working? It's kind of making me mad. Is it because I have single quotes or double quotes? I think. You know what I think it is? I think it's because I use double quotes. I do. I can't remember. You guys remember? Anybody remember? I'm gonna bet you anything it's because I have double quotes. Yep. I think that's it. Not an enter command. Well, I'm not asking you to make an enter command. It's a function. Well, obviously I'm not a Vimscript master. So you could go look at him. If you figure him out, let me know. All right, so let's actually go back and look at every place I have a function. That might help us. So we'll start at the top. And I should probably put my S keys on. All right, so GG or, you know. All right, so we're going to go find fun. Omni function. Oh, yeah. There's your completion, by the way. You guys know about completion, right? Fun S tidy Perl. So I wonder. I think I was messing around with it. I think the S might be part of the problem. I'm trying to put it in the current namespace. Let's see the other one. Okay, so is it call? Are you sure? But I think if you put it in S, it's fine. You don't have to do that, right? Missing parentheses. Greet. There we go. That was it. But I think you can. No, do I have to make a mapping? I think I do. I think I have to make a mapping. I think if you put S colon, you can do it. You can just do it. I know there's some way where you can just do it. I just don't know. This is how I learn things. Do it until you break something. Not an editor command. Nope. But call does it. Call greet. Boom. No. Oh yeah? Call greet. How about now? Nope. Call. Or is it inside of it? Oh, is it call greet? Now it's not even doing it because I broke. Oh, you know why? I didn't reload it. Sorry. There's a thing you can do where it automatically reloads. Should we do that? Yeah, let's go do that one. Here. Yeah, let me give you. Well, I was going to say this for remapping day. Let's do that. Let's save it for remapping. There is a keystroke you can make where it'll automatically reload your vimrc file. And then you don't have to go through that hassle. So yeah, so this should work now. Yeah. All right. So there's our function. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so that's how you call your functions. Yeah, there it is. It's right there in front of me. You know, I'm convinced. I'm trying to figure out why I put S in front of this one. I don't know why. I have no idea. I'm not going to try to mess with that. So if you need to make a function, fine. Occasionally you do need to make a function when you want to add a few things combined to it. So this is me detecting Go and setting the file type. We're going to talk about file types tomorrow probably. And we're going to get into all of this. You know, when we talk about events and auto commands and stuff, file type and syntax is like a really big thing. I don't know how much of that's going to be all in the same day or not. So let's do that. So if you guys got your functions out of the way, playing with those. Let's do this. Let's say, since we figured it out, use call your func to test. There you go. You can test your functions. Yeah. And we got 9 minutes left. What else should we play with? We're going to talk about this on plugin day, so we're not going to do that right now. We're going to talk about that now. And what are some other things? 10 minutes? Do you think we could cover it? You don't know what the boost is? Well, maybe look in the about section at the bottom there, and you can read about it. And we're on day. It's getting people ready for tech and stuff. So I kind of feel like, yeah, let's do this. Let's change this to, let's use Vimscript. What are we going to call them? Variables, conditions, functions. How's that? How's them apples? Variables, conditions, and functions for today. Does that sound like enough? Echo M is used to call if you want to see the return value. Oh, is it really? Echo M. Echo M. Did you guys figure that one out? That's cool. Let's try it. All right, I want to try it. So if I do, is that? So if I do, I still can't do this though, right? Oh, you know what it is? I'm gonna be so mad. No, that's not. Yeah, right. I was just trying something else. Okay, so call greet echo. What? Oh, that's interesting. So that gives you the call and the return value. Wow, that's much better. All right, I'm adding that to my thing here. I've never used that in my life, but we'll add it here. So let's do echo M to test. Let's see. To test and see return values, right? I mean, I have two functions in my vimrc. So it's not like, you know, here, I'm going to try something since we got time. I don't want to cover more stuff than this. I still want to just, okay, so here's my plugin that I really like, really burned my head on. Command, greet, call, greet, then greet. Is it command exclamation point? Yeah. Okay. Well, that counts. Let's put that in here. RWX Leo. So yeah, let's actually include that on today. That's a good one. Let's definitely include that one today. So yeah, functions, commands. How about that? They kind of functions are kind of commands, right? So use command. Use command to create X commands, right? To define. What do you say? To define. That's what they are. They're X commands. That is exactly what they are. So it would be something like this. All right. So what did you do? I like your example. That was a really good one. The thing I always hated about that is you can never make a command lowercase. And who wants to type uppercase all the time? So somebody figures out how to do that. I will pay you bits or something because I have always wanted to learn how to do that. So let's say use example. Okay, so it would be command. Can we just do calm? Yeah, we can. Calm. There is no calm. There is only Zool. Calm. 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 Greet. Call greet. I don't, because you can't, wait. Functions have to be uppercase. I think commands have to be uppercase too. Because they reserved them. It's like they say we're the only ones who want to have lowercase. And I don't like that. Yeah, let me try it though. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it right now. Yep, I'm gonna try it. Yeah, that's why. You know what? Because I used to always have the. And now I'm sorry, it's all coming back. I used to have the command line like right after the function. Yeah. Yep. But you could do this. You could say. You could actually just do echo m, right? Yeah, defined requires. Yeah, it's all there's reserved. Yeah, it's just totally taken. So if I do command, it won't watch. I'll show you. Let's get it working first. Command greet. I wonder if it's gonna have a name conflict. That'll be fun, huh? Well, obviously not. Greet. All right, load this guy up again. Gotta reopen it, and then what? Greet. Trailing characters. Oh, right. Right. Thank you. I don't remember the hotkeys, so I'm going to do it again. Greet. Hello, world. All right. So this is what we're talking about. So you can't do this. They won't let you do it. And you know what? You'll try to do that. If you're just starting out, you're going to try to do that. You're going to waste like hours trying to figure out how to do it. I finally gave up. If this works, I will be so overjoyed. But I'll see. That's the kind of spew you'll see if you put too many fancy things without if statements in your vimrc, by the way. You'll get on another computer and you'll like put your vimrc and it'll be 2 pages of messages. How do you look up those messages, by the way? Watch. :messages. Well, is it messages? Which one is it? What is it? It's not messages. It's what is it? I'm having a brain fart. It's not watch. Is it MSG? It's not errors. There's something if you want to see the log of all the messages that comes up. I never have to do it until I'm doing debugging, but we should look it up right now. Vim show all messages. Because what happens is it'll like scroll off and you can't see it. Happens all the time, and I always have to look this up. And that CW, no, that's not it. Vim environment, no. Vim runtime log, no. Vim documentation auto command, no. Oh, what is it? Is it log? It's not log, is it? I know. We'll do a search. Help messages. 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 It's not ls. No, is it ls? It can't be ls. Is it ls? No. What the heck? Wait, what the heck is that? I've never seen that before in my life. There's so much to learn. I don't... It's such a basic thing. ls shows buffers. Right. That's what I was going to say. I don't use buffers. Sue me. Uppercase, yes, I know. This I know. So we need to actually put that in here. That's a big thing. Yeah, so you have to do, so say, use, let's see, must start with capital uppercase. I have got to figure out how to see my error messages, and then we can close up for the day. Not using buffers. I hate buffers. Why would you use a buffer? You have the buffer you already had, and then buffers do not persist across different Vim instances. I wish they did. And now you're going to tell me that I should be splitting with a pane. And no, I will never split with panes. Ever. Tmux is way better. In my opinion. Now, maybe you could convince me, but not right now. So, because I like to be able to use VI other places. And if you know what? W to spit out to a file in temp foo and :R works everywhere. And it's actually not that slow. So I prefer to do that. Plus, I can also send that buffer through another filter that's a shell script if I want to. That's another reason I don't like buffers. I don't like them. It's a Vimism I never got into. I barely got into macros because I dared to try macros the other day, and I was like, okay, now this makes sense. I can use this. I'm not mad. I'm not fighting for them, or you can use them if you want, but I don't like them. Let's start view of project files and folders in Vim using Tmux. Yeah, if you're using Vim as a file explorer, you're using Vim incorrectly. I am so macros. I could totally be addicted to macros. Personally, I love macros. I love macros. Greg got me to start using them, and after the first one, I was totally hooked. And so because it was one of the Vimisms I didn't want to put into my muscle memory, you know. Yeah, I think macros are worth because I mean let's face it. You know it's macro. It's not like you're gonna do it when you have VI only. You know that it goes with Vim, right? There's a bunch of other Vimisms that are more subtle. They sneak into your muscle memory, and you don't know that they're not VI, and then they burn you later. Buffers is one of those things. If you're using buffers, you're like using it constantly, and I would much rather build. Oh yeah, I would never use tree view. Are you talking about? No, I don't use any of that stuff. You can do all of that from the command line and the shell. That's not a VI function. And people do it all the time. You can edit directories with VI. I know. I don't use ZQ either. Yeah, exactly, Cordomer. That's a really good point. I was looking at ZQ the other day, and I was like, why is this not in my muscle memory? Why did I burn :QW, :Q exclamation point, and why do I still have ZZ? Why are those? You thinking I would have memorized the one, and I took some reminding myself. ZQ is not a VI, NVI compatible. And there's a number of them that are like that, and that caused me to relook through the Vim tutor, which is just wrong. The Vim tutor is just got so many problems. It's insane. You should never learn from Vim tutor. Unfortunately, people do, because the stuff that's in Vim tutor doesn't work in VI. A lot of it. I wish they had a VI tutor and then they had a Vim tutor. Say, okay, now here's all the VI Vim thing. I want to make that. Somebody make that. I'll sponsor you. I will. I'll sponsor you. I don't want to make everything. Somebody should redo VI tutor, and then somebody should just make a file, right? And then somebody should make a Vim tutor that includes things like C for changing to their end of the line, and ZQ, which is not in there, and a bunch of other stuff that Vim has that are just totally left out. So then you could have a true Vim tutor with macros maybe, and then you can have a VI tutor, and you can just kind of build up. All right, so I think we've hit our maximum. I still don't know how to show errors. Display startup Vim messages from X command. I don't know. I'm just gonna try Vim start. No, that's not it. That's not it. How do you see them? Vim prints a tip and a message. Get tip. Is it tips? I could have swore it's messages. Oh, the last output command of M. Yeah, this is, it's not Control Z. No, that's not it. No, that's not it either. The output of the last command of M. Nope, that's not it. Using command line history. Nope. I don't know what it is. I don't. It's driving me crazy because I've known this for... I can't remember it all. I have to look it up every time. But it's that one time when you like have a message that you like scrolls off your screen and you can't see it. You're like, I want to go see what that error message was, because you like change something in your vimrc and you can never see the error again because it doesn't display properly. So you push enter and it goes away and you can't get it back. So somebody know what that is? I'm not gonna quit until I find it, because I want to put it in here. It needs to be in here, particularly for all this stuff. I'm just gonna guess. I want to say it's MSG. I did messages. Oh, Leon. I mean, Neil, wasn't that the first thing I did? Did I not type the S on the end? I swear to God, that was the first thing that I did. I swear to God. Go back and watch the video. Okay, I'm gonna put it up here. Okay, so use, I'm such a moron today, messages to review. There you go. To review error. Okay, maybe it's not on my Docker though. Let's go check. Use messages to review former error messages. All right. Maybe that's why. Maybe it was my Docker that didn't work. Short message equals I. There's reasons not to do that, but we're going to talk about that later. We should probably spend some time on the message thing. Yeah, all the stuff that's like, see this over here, see how it's cut off, the difference between status and ruler, and it's complicated, but I don't want to talk about it right now. We're done for a day. Let's do this. Let's say, see, I swear it was there. It was there. It was definitely there. It just did not, wait. User defined commands must start with uppercase letter, not an error command. Message.txt, read only. What is that about? Were those my actual messages? Why does, if I echo, doesn't it actually do it? Wait, let me try this. Not an error command. Bull crap. Oh, right. Wait, let me try this again. And we have to end on a successful note. Okay, so here we go. So, greet. Hello world. But see, that doesn't count as a message, I don't think. Maybe it does. Let's do it again. We'll do lots of them. Yeah, we're going to do lots of them. Ha ha, za. There we go. Okay. I feel so much better. I do not feel nearly as stupid as I was 5 minutes ago. This is how I learn, though. By failing, obviously. That is my way of learning. Believe me, it takes a long time for me to learn that way, but sometimes it's faster. Sometimes it's faster to just like screw around with it till you get it. Not always though. It's been an excellent evening. I'm gonna make this video and put it out there tomorrow. We will either be doing messages. We should probably put messages up here too. That's a lot. How about this? Let's just say Vimscript, variables, conditions, functions, commands, and messages. And we'll do other stuff tomorrow. I don't know what. Probably events. I think we should probably do events and auto commands. Yeah. And, well, I don't know. What should we do? Should we do commands? Well, we'll talk about it tomorrow. We can either go through... Yeah, it is pretty fun. It's fun to get into a little bit. We definitely have to cover auto commands and events. That's like really big. That should probably be its own day. We need to do the formatting stuff. The formatting options and the ruler options, they need an entire day. because there's all the command line stuff. Everyone wants to trick their status command line out. We're going to want to do that. I'm going to show you how to do oh my bash or oh my z shell or oh my vimrc, how you can like trick out so you don't need like, you know, vim air or air vim or whatever it's called. There's you can do all this stuff on your own. You just have to know how to set all this stuff. And we definitely have to go through all of the other standard settings that are there. So I think we're going to stick with Vimscript tomorrow, and we'll do auto commands. I think we're going to stick with auto commands, and we'll do syntax and file types the next day. And that's a big deal. And then we'll do a whole day on status. How about that? I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to be interested in customizing your Vim stuff. And I don't want there to be anything in my vimrc that you don't understand or that I don't understand. I went through the last time I redid it. I redid the whole thing, and at the time, I knew what was in there and what it was doing, and it's just a matter of time. And it's like a year ago or so. Vim Polyglot has Toml and JavaScript in it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about plugins. We'll talk about plugins Quartermer later. There's questions about plugins and why I have those in there, and yes, I have overlap, and I'm really loosey-goosey with the plugins I have in there right now, and I don't check them out. So that needs its own day. So what is that, like 9 days on Vim? But come on, it's the most important thing you're going to use as a technologist, period. It's your number one tool, so we should spend at least a week on it. So there. It's my stream. I'm going to do what I want. Thank you for joining me and putting up with my failures and helping me through my failures. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye. Do, 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 do.